Now we talk about 5 key strategic leadership actions. One of the important strategic leadership actions is determining the firm's strategic direction. This involves developing a relatively long-term vision about 5 to 10 years into the future, philosophy with goals and firm's target image. As we learned at the beginning of this course, ideal long-term vision should have core ideology that motivates employees with the company's heritage and envision the future guide for the firm to move on the right direction. Next is effectively managing the firm's resource portfolio. We all now know that core competencies are extremely important factors that lead a firm to successful strategic competitiveness. So TMT should maintain and change core competencies to be more competitive than other competitors. To be more successful with the core competencies, the TMT should well utilize its human capital, that is the entire workforce, with the knowledge and the skills, and social capital, that is mainly network relationship, including inside and outside that firm, the firm that help firm performance. Another action is sustaining an effective organizational culture. Each firm's culture is unique. The culture of Google differs from the culture of Microsoft, and the culture of Southwest Airlines is different from the American Airlines, right? Also, the culture of US firms is even more different from the culture of firms in China. Given the uniqueness of culture across firms, the organizational culture is an important source of a firm's differentiation in terms of core competencies and strategies. In addition, organizational culture often encourages entrepreneurial opportunities in the firm, and the opportunities are vital source of the firm's growth and innovation. There are 5 dimensions that characterize the firm's entrepreneurial mindset, such as autonomy, innovativeness, proactiveness, risk-taking, and competitive aggressiveness. We will discuss these characteristics in Strategic Entrepreneurship chapter. So, when TMT encounters any cultural mix or change, they need to use effective communication, problem-solving skills, selecting right people, and reward systems. Next is establishing ethical practices. Ethical practices by TMT have a great impact a firm's effectiveness of processes in general. And the ethical practices create social capital inside and outside of the firm and goodwill for the firm. So, in order to develop an ethical organizational culture, a firm needs to develop its ethical standards, revising the code of conduct, and sharing with all stakeholders, and creating reward systems, etc. As we will see how TMT ethical practices affect a firm's performance and reputation in later slide. Last one is balanced organizational controls. TMT have to control and assess organizational activities by establishing both strategic and financial balanced control. We can use 4 balanced scored framework to assess the firm's performance, as figure shows. The balanced scorecard is used to determine if the firm and managers are achieving a balance when they use strategies and implement the chosen strategies as a means of positive influence on performance. Okay, we briefly went over the chapter 12. Before we move on the case discussion, I recommend you to watch two video clips showing how TMT with their organizational culture and ethical practices are important. Thank you for watching.